Hello and welcome to the annual staff game. I say annual, of course we've not played for a few years due to something called COVID, but since then the fitness of everyone has deteriorated rapidly. So don't expect a classic. In fact, whatever you're expecting, lower those expectations a little bit further. Believe it or not, we've actually come out to the Champions League music. Now there might be some Arsenal fans watching who might not know what that means. If you throw it into Google, that will tell you all you need to know. Now, if you look at the two dugouts, it's former professional Bobby Coppin in the home dugout, managing the staff, and Horace Jones, the youngest looking 60-year-old ever in the away dugout. As you can see, staff in the home kit, traditional blue colours, although we did give the sponsors the home dressing room because we are incredibly nice. So it's the sponsors in the away kit who will get us underway. The mascot, Peterborough, is in goal for the staff. So, let's see what happens. As you can see, the pace frightening. Here's the first chance of the game. Mentioned, of course, Peterborough in goal for the staff. And, well, he was like a rabbit in the headlights. And yes, I have used that gag before. So it's 1-0 to the sponsors. And in fact, the opening 10 minutes of this game follows a recurring theme. We're pretty rubbish, and they are not. As you can see here, long ball rubbish. Our back line is pretty square, it's got to be said, and a fairly easy finish past a shell-shocked rabbit. 2-0 to the sponsors. Of course, the staff side is made up of behind-the-scenes workers, but alas, none of them were defenders, as this clip illustrates right here. Now, co-owner of Peterborough United, Stuart Randy Thompson, put his hand in the air to play on the day of the game. Of course, we got him in the starting lineup straight away, but he wasn't familiar with his teammates. Expecting Joe to run is quite a bold statement. Now, some might describe this defending as poor, but let's admire the passing, the pace, the finish, the sheer inevitability that when the opposition attacked, we would concede. Alas, 2 yards out, and we're 3-0 down. Of course, in a game like this, 3-0 is a dangerous lead. Things can change quickly. This time, Joe gets on the end of a clever through ball. But will he score? Let's watch and see. I mean, I'll say now, no, he doesn't. He gets there, and then slows down some more, and then kicks it straight at the keeper. And yes, that is Alan Swan walking the line. Now stand by for a collector's item. Head of coaching within the academy, Matt Dye, plays a clever pass. The first effort is pretty greedy, let's be honest. I mean, pass it, surely, pass it. But alas, who's there to snaffle home the rebound? Yes, me. My first goal at the stadium that an actual audience witnessed. No, I have not told anyone. Well, okay, I've told a few people. Anyway, Joe's brother Hakeem has got all the pace in his family, as you can see here. Good run in behind. He did, however, inherit some of Joe's finishing. As you can see by the edited clips, we're pretty much on fire at this point. 3-1 down, but ending the half strongly. However, greed was a regular occurrence. In fact, a pass here is pretty clear, but he goes for goal instead. Keeper did well, though. Let's give him some credit. At the other end of the pitch, Loz, the academy physio, has still got a bit. Of course, when you hit the crossbar, it doesn't count as a shot on target. Now keep an eye on that aforementioned staff number 9, Mr. Joe Dent, the nicest man in football. But as you can see, his tackle was so late here, even a VO camera missed it. And he stayed down for quite a considerable time after that. But no physio, so on we go. And he's fast approaching the half-time whistle. And believe it or not, we threaten, and I say threaten, to make a game of it. Tom, the physio, shows a bit of class and finishes well, and we are within 1. And of course, when you get within 1, just keep it calm, keep it contained, don't do anything stupid. But alas, within 60 seconds, Chris Brewer decides that a tackle is not necessary when the ball is going into the penalty area, and the classy number 7 races through and finishes expertly. 4-2 down now, all to play for. Of course, we did strike the post in this particular move you're seeing right now before Ben Britton, who is the first team analyst, fires over. Ben's performance was analysed afterwards and his VO clips have been submitted to BAFTA in the category of funniest thing ever seen. So the half-time whistle goes and the sponsors lead 4-2. But the real winner, of course, in a game like this is YouTube, for it now hosts such wonderful highlights. 45 minutes later, no, we did come out after about 10. And the second half gets underway to bright sunshine, and it's an ambitious kickoff. Scratch that. A rubbish kickoff. Of course, the cat, who's still in goal, no, forget the animal, Rabbit, makes a pretty good save here. But the dive is what's wrong with modern football. Well, all of this is what's wrong with modern football, but you get my drift. This is what's good about modern football. And, you know, if there was such a thing as VAR, this would probably be scratched out. But Randy, a.k.a. co-owner, makes one heck of a tackle here. I mean, it's pretty much in slow motion, but with a tackle like that, it's no surprise that the Canadian scouts are looking at him for the possible international call-up. Now, pretty sure this is Jamie, occasional videographer in inverted commas, Cook, getting our third goal of the afternoon. And it's a pretty tidy finish, but it won't get him a full-time role here at the football club. Now, the Posh staff number 9, a.k.a. me, hugging the touchline. Don't have a left foot, but what a wonderful clipped cross that is. And it's amazing, but I haven't been snapped up by the veterans team yet. What's that? There's no veterans team? Okay, no problem. Now, remember that sunshine I mentioned earlier? This is an actual hailstorm. Did we go off? No. Did we want to? Yes. To be honest, I wanted to go off after about 2 drops of rain, but we powered through. The football, of course, in whatever condition, did not get any better. Now, good touch, Bobby, good touch. Not too sure of the defending in this next clip, nor am I convinced with Ricky Butcher showing the attacker the whole area to attack the goal in. But this is where we're at. You can just about to see Ricky's hamstring say, "Nah, mate," as he retreats. But there it is. And quite an easy goal for the sponsors. In fact, the goals in the second half that the sponsors scored is pretty indicative of how bad the defending was. And this particular goal we're seeing now doesn't really need any commentary, just watch. Laboured build-up, lots of passing it about, not much defending, and, well, you can see, quite comfortable for the sponsors. Now, I feel like I am picking a little bit on Joe, but all the funny bits seem to involve him in every staff game, in every walk of life. He's on the far side here, makes a tackle, ends up on the concrete, slides in the wet conditions, and, well, there was a little bit of alarm by a number of people, but as you can see, Bobby Coppin laughing his head off. If you're wondering if Joe was all right, yes, he was all right. He did milk it a little bit. Now, what's going on here? Peterborough is outfield. He's wearing a goalkeeper kit. Focus on him and not the ball striking my shoulder and going in to the opposite side of the goal. If you are wondering what the score is, nobody cares, mate. Nobody cares. But a whole host of bad defending to see here, mainly from Paolo Ian Tosca, and finished off by 2 keepers failing to keep out a shot that was straight at both of them. Paolo, of course, the women's press officer, but his defending is very much reminiscent of the team that he supports, Tottenham Hotspur. Lots of laughter all round, but it hurts. It still hurts. Anyway, Jimmy Bullard always stated that football is the winner. I would argue, Jimmy, that on this particular occasion, nobody wins. Well, the sponsors do if you want to be pedantic about it, but you've made it to the end of these highlights without skipping, and if you have done that without skipping, you, my friend, are very much a loser. But there it is. We put it up for your enjoyment. We'll be back next year with some more people pretending to be footballers.